Hey everyone, this is Hannah. I'm your instructor for SOC and Women's Studies 452 Marriage and Family Feminist Perspectives. This video is to demonstrate how to use our LaLima site. So this is what you should see when you log in to LaLima and you go to our course site. Actually, I need to put this in student view so it looks exactly what things should look like for you. So you'll see that this is the intro page. It literally says start here, and when you click on our page, which should look like this, it'll take you directly to this page. You'll see the overview of the class. This is essentially the learning objectives and a very brief summary of what we'll be covering this semester. Here's what you should be learning on this particular page. So this is an intro going over how to work on LaLima, how to use technology, things like that. Another nice feature that I use on LaLima is the checklist. This will always tell you about how long it should take you to complete everything on the page, and then you should also check off everything you do as you go along. You can see for the intro checklist for 452, you should read everything on this page, read the syllabus and class schedule, watch all 3 videos on this page, including the one you're watching right now, and you should also post your introduction in the introduction forum. And again, this checklist is something that you'll have on every week. It'll just sort of help guide you throughout the semester to ensure that you're doing everything you're supposed to each week. If you've never taken an online class before and you're not sure about whether or not you'll be successful, consider taking this self-assessment quiz linked here. This right here is where the video I'm currently making will go when it's finished. And then the following sections are more generic things about LaLima. So this is a warning section covering different issues that might arise with LaLima. So LaLima has downtimes. This shouldn't be an issue if you're working here in Hawaii, but if you're working remotely from the mainland or another country, you want to be careful because there is downtimes regularly scheduled from 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. Hawaii Standard Time. This right here is a video that UH Manoa created about how to be successful navigating LaLima. So again, if this is your first time taking an online class using LaLima as a platform, you might want to familiarize yourself with that video. Here's more information about how to work with LaLima. There's even information about how to contact UHITS. If ever you're having an issue with LaLima and you email me, some of this stuff I personally can control and I'll help you with those things, but there are other things that are happening on the back end that I cannot help with, and at that point in time I'll tell you to contact UHITS through their help desk. That information is right here. Know that there's a different number for the neighbor islands. Again, if you've never taken online classes, it's important to know how to be respectful electronically, especially in the discussion board forums, because you will be completing a discussion board forum and responding to 2 of your peers every week. So there's a video covering different netiquette issues, and then there's also more information about netiquette and technology more broadly in these 2 sections here. After the content part of the LaLima page, so the content stuff is all of this stuff, right? It's going to look different throughout the semester each week, but you'll always have some sort of content. You'll have readings to do, videos to watch, things like that. After that, there'll be learning space. So the learning space is where your assignments are. This might be your weekly discussion board or your poster assignment, final paper, things like that. Here, there will be a link to the intro discussion board forum. It's not live yet, so you can't see it, but when the semester starts on Monday, there'll be a link here where you can click. It'll take you directly to the discussion board forum for the intro, and you'll introduce yourself. So you just want to tell everyone in the class what your name is, what year you are in college, what your major is, why you're taking your class, or I'm sorry, taking this class, and one fun fact about yourself. This is just a space for us to get to know each other so that we feel more comfortable discussing the topics we'll be covering this semester. The important documents that you need to be reading right now are the syllabus and the schedule. The syllabus has information more broadly about the class, as well as assignments you'll be completing this semester. The course schedule covers due dates and readings, so both of those are really important. I'm not going to sit here and read it in my video verbatim because you all are college students, and I know that you'll read everything very thoroughly on your own time. And then at the very bottom of each weekly page, it'll tell you, congratulations, you've completed everything and you're ready to move on to the following page. So for the intro, once you get to the bottom over here, you know that it's now time to start working on the readings and the assignments for week 1. So I hope that is pretty straightforward. If you have any questions, you can always email me. My email is hannahli@hawaii.edu. The next thing that I want to go over is the syllabus and the class schedule. I'm not going to go over everything, like I said, but there are some things I think students really care about. So this is what the syllabus looks like. You can see that if you want to schedule office hours with me, you can do so electronically by appointment. So you'll just email me asking for a time and day when we can meet. We can Skype, FaceTime, talk on the phone, chat, using Google email, whatever is most convenient for you. And if you are a traditional student and you're on UH Manoa's campus regularly, you can always come to my office and we can meet face-to-face. You'll see there's all the normal things, course description, learning outcomes. Because we will be covering material that's sensitive in nature sometimes, I do have a course content alert, policy about attendance, which is a little bit nuanced since this is an online class, things about class environment, being respectful, different UH policies, and now we get to the stuff that students really care about, which is how you'll be evaluated this semester. So this semester, you'll be completing 2 concept maps worth 25 points each, 10 discussion board posts worth 5 points each. You'll submit a full draft of your final paper instead of doing a midterm exam. You'll have 1 poster assignment, and then at the end of the semester, instead of having a final exam, you'll submit the revisions of your final paper. And you can see here there's a little blurb about each assignment type. There's a class agreement that I'll be asking students to complete and submit to me by the end of this week. And this is just an accountability agreement for both myself and you, stating that we both have gone through the syllabus and the course schedule. We understand what's going to happen this semester, and we're both held accountable to this document, this syllabus. And then the other important document I want to cover in this video before I finish is our schedule. So in our schedule, there is a week. I have the dates just so that it's easier to keep track of since our class is online. The topic being covered that week is also underneath the week and the dates. The next column is the readings. So I'm going to have a video pretty much every week that you'll need to watch. Sometimes it'll be a longer documentary that's available on YouTube or for free. So because of that, the reading schedule is a little bit light. For most weeks, there's only 1 reading. But that means that I expect everyone to do every reading every week and to read things thoroughly and to have in-depth conversations about those readings in the weekly discussion board posts. And then the final column is the assignment. So this is the stuff that's due. You'll see that there's a weekly discussion board post due pretty much every week. And then if there is another assignment, I highlighted it just so that folks are aware that it's not just a discussion board week. There's something bigger due. So whether that be a concept map or a full draft of your final paper or your final material. Note that because week 16 isn't a full week, That's really just space for folks to complete anything that maybe you ask for an extension on. That will allow me enough time to finish grading final papers, final assignments, and get my grades to UH administration on time. The only assignments on this schedule that have the day and time due are actual assignments. So final papers, concept maps, poster assignment, things like that. The discussion board posts always have the same deadline, so I didn't put that on here. Discussion board posts, your individual post is always due Friday at midnight, and your response to 2 of your peers is always due Sunday at midnight. All other assignments, unless otherwise noted on the rubric, will be due Sunday at 11:55 p.m. You can see Sunday, 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 Sunday. The only reason why your individual post for discussion boards is due on Friday at midnight is because those additional 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, allow folks time to respond to 2 of their peers. If I made your individual responses due at the same time, then folks wouldn't have enough time to respond to 2 peers because students tend to procrastinate. So Friday, Sunday, 11:55, midnight. Okay, that should be pretty straightforward. I have a kind of different makeup policy, so make sure you review that. I want to point out that discussion board posts you cannot make up once the deadline has passed, regardless of the reason why. You cannot make it up. However, I will drop your 2 lowest scores at the end of the semester. So if you miss 2 and you get zeros for those 2 discussion board posts, that would not negatively impact your overall grade. That's all I have for now. I look forward to getting to know everyone throughout the semester. Have a great semester.